Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. Why don't you join me on another day of training? Today I get to ride, so we're just going to work on flexing at a standstill and one rein stops at all gates. Look at this. Smart Tack. Smart Tack. Use code Amanda for 10% off. There's really cool leather inlays that just Velcro in. So you can change your look whenever you want. Oh, isn't that cool? Yeah. The very first exercise that we work on in the Riding Fundamentals series is flexing at a standstill. The goal of this exercise is to flex her to the left and right with very little pressure of the reins. You want to pick up with 2 fingers, and that should be all it takes to get her to stop and flex. As I slide my hand down, she is already thinking about giving. As soon as I slide my hand down, her head is already coming around. When you get a horse soft and supple, they won't lift their neck up. When they are stiff, they will soften down low and then raise their head up high. Lateral flexion is the key to vertical flexion. At this stage in her training, she is at the do it now stage. So if you see me bump on her or jerk on her, it's me asking first with steady pressure, and if I feel any heaviness at all on the bit, I immediately use driving pressure. So steady pressure is me asking her to flex and soften. Driving pressure is me telling her to flex and soften. I really love how she doesn't really snap her head back straight right away. She leaves it in a bent position on her own, and it's really telling me that she's willing to listen and be soft and supple. And that's a great problem to have when your horse keeps their head bent in that position, even after you let go of the rein. So the next exercise after flexing at a standstill in the fundamentals riding series are the One Rein Stops. The goal of a One Rein Stop is you want to be able to do a One Rein Stop at any gait without having to pull her head around. So when you sit down and relax, slide your hand down and do a flex on both sides. When you sit down and relax, that's her cue to stop. Get her feet connected to your butt. Rate your seat. Sit before you pull. It should take minimal effort to get her to do a One Rein Stop and ride on a loose rein. Even better if when she stops and takes a step or two back, means she really wants to listen to your seat. She doesn't take any steps back when I stop her with my seat yet, but we are working on that in further down the road. The reason why we do One Rein Stops is because you want to be able to get her to disengage her hind end and stop with one rein. It will keep us safe. The quicker you can bend her head around, the safer you are. When you bend her head to one side, you've taken away her leverage. When you pull straight back, you've given her a barrier to pull against. You will never stop a bolting horse by pulling on two reins. They will win every time. Once we get good and confident doing one rein stops at the walk, we move on to doing them at a trot. You want to work on each gait for about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes at the walk, 10 minutes at the trot, 10 minutes at the canter. So there, she didn't really listen to my seat at all, so I just go ahead and bend her head around and wait for her feet to stop moving and for her to give before I release. It's not uncommon that she doesn't listen to my seat as well at the trot than she did at the walk, because whenever you add speed to anything that you're doing, they tend to become more resistant. So they may be really light and responsive at the walk, but it might not be so true at the trot. So you just got to keep working at it until they get good enough at it at the trot as they are at the walk. See right here, I sit down and she winds down to a walk, but she doesn't stop the way I'm asking her to. But that one was a lot better than the last one we did. Right here, I did not ask her to canter off. She did that on her own, so you immediately shut her down with a one rein stop. You do not want your horse to be marching to the beat of their own drum. You want to be the one in control. You don't want them to be the leader. You are the leader. See right there again, she cantered off and I didn't ask her to, so immediately shut her down with that one rein stop. And then try again. That, my friends, was way better. She stopped with my seat. She didn't try to keep going forward. She also didn't canter off when I asked her to go again. She did really good on that one. By the way, you guys, in this exercise, you do not steer your horse. So I am not steering her in this exercise. I'm just letting her go wherever she wants to go because we're only working on two things right now, the gas pedal and the brake. You don't want to confuse your horse by working on steering as well. You just let her go wherever she wants to go. And at this stage of the training, I am not pulling back on 2 reins. I'm just sitting down waiting for her to rate my seat. If she doesn't rate my seat, then I just go ahead and bend her around. But I'm not pulling back on 2 reins. We do that later on in the fundamentals. You want to do this enough to where it is an ingrained habit in you and your horse. In a dangerous situation, a one-rein stop could mean the difference between life or death. So you want to make sure that you and your horse know it, front to back. Right here, I kind of tug on her a bit harder because she was way too heavy in my hands and pulling on the bit, and she didn't listen to my seat to stop, so I had to pull her around and kind of tell her, like, where are you going? Come here. Don't leave without me. Don't ignore me. Stuff like that. You gotta go through some ugly stuff to get to the good stuff. That's just the way it is. See here, after I pulled on her a little bit and got in her face, and she took me a lot more seriously. That was probably the best one rein stop we did at a trot so far this training session. And it's because I reprimanded her. It's because she takes me more seriously. Okay, now that I feel like she is safe and confident at the trot, and we both got it down pretty good, then we can move on to the canter. Good girl. Very good. That's a good girl. Good job. Any weight on it. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Hey. You walking around? Alrighty, you guys. I did the One Rein Stop exercise with her at the canter for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm just gonna walk her out and cool her off. and let her rest. She did a great job. She's really listening to my seat now. I love this filly. She's such a good girl. So I've done the One Rein Stops with her before. Like I said, she's had about 40, maybe 50 rides on her. So she remembered the exercise pretty well. There's only like 1 or 2 times where she actually didn't listen to my seat and she kept on trotting. But I don't think she did that in the canter at all. Well, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you guys like my bridle and how it is interchangeable so you can match your outfit and stuff, you can get it at rockstarreins.com and use code Amanda, all caps, AMANDA, and it'll give you 10% off, and I'll make a little bit of money. Okay, bye you guys.